Women, your femininity should be naturally ordained by your own actions, not by another man. Don't wait or rely on a man's actions to make you feminine. Stop saying stuff like, well, I mean, if you just do this, it'll make me feminine up. I'd be more feminine if you just didn't know. That's just something that you already supposed to naturally have. We cannot use that excuse, vice versa, and say, well, babe, if you came home and cleaned, I'd be more masculine. But since you don't do that, I'm not going to be masculine. It doesn't work like that. We can't do that. We can't make no excuses. We have to be masculine. That's just who we are. So please, ladies, just be naturally feminine, okay? Damn. That's it. Sorry, I had to get that off. Oh, you want to?
You know what? The thing is I do think you can put a woman in a masculine space.
A more
masculine space. I do. I'm starting to believe it.
I bet we're gonna disagree off rip. Then go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you my reasons why. Because
you can put her in a more masculine.
I think you can put a woman in a more masculine space. And the reason why I say that now is because it's like
that's almost like you saying you can put a woman in a space where she ain't gonna hold herself accountable. Man, go ahead.
So this is what I'm saying.
All right.
Because we essentially, okay, when I say this, niggas gonna disagree, but it is what it is. Women essentially want out of men what they want out of themselves, what they want out of women. Men want out of women what they want out themselves, because that's what we are. That's what's more relatable. So I think in a relationship, that be like the struggle. The woman is trying to pull the femininity out of the masculine man.
Like tug of war type.
Yeah, and you trying to, you know what I'm saying, do the same thing to her, but not really pull the masculine out of her. But you know, these dudes, they see bitches play. I mean, they see women playing sports and shit like that. They like that. Dudes, and then not only that, we like for a woman to be logical and like basically, if a woman thought like us, we would think she was a gem. And that's what we try to bring, and we try to instill that type of shit in them. So I think because of that little tug of war, depending on how you handle situations, you can make a woman be more masculine in defending herself. You see what I'm saying? So I think you can put her in a more masculine space. You know what I'm saying? So if she like, you know, and then you like, and then it's like that masculinity is so strong, the only way to compete with it is to become it. You can't compete with masculinity with femininity.
But that's where the problem lies.
That's where you could put a woman in a masculine space.
But that's where the problem lies. Why are you competing with my energy?
That's a defense mechanism.
But that's where you need to be feminine in order to win.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I said if she respond yelling and you respond yelling, the defense is gonna kick in.
But see, that's what I'm saying. But that's the yin and the yang. I'm the masculine, you the feminine. That's how we're gonna coexist with each other. It can't be two masculine energies in the room in a space.
Oh, so you saying that she need to be the one that when you yell, it's like, okay, like,
yeah,
look,
you be that calm ear.
You need to be that softer one.
Yeah, you be that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And a lot of times women can't do that because, again, like you say, they're in defense. They feel like they gotta, protect themselves. Which I'm not saying you can't do that. You can do that and still be feminine. Hey, babe, listen, you're right. But then again, that ties into accountability. Because if I'm coming at a woman and I'm addressing her with the problem that she did, and she's giving me mouth and she's back talking me as if I'm the problem. You did this, you did that, you did that. But we're addressing something that you did. What are you barking at me for? Right now is my moment to be upset or my moment to address something aggressively.
Right. I got the problem.
Yeah, I'm a passionate speaker as well as I know you are. So a lot of times they confuse us being passionate with us being angry, or you can't talk to me. No, just listen to me. Let me get this off. Let me aggressively or let me assertively get this off. Let me not say aggressive, because aggression, I can see how they can flip and tangle that. But let me passionately get this off, because maybe it's irritating me right now. So let me rock out and you accept it. Be a feminine woman.
Yeah, let me have my moment.
Exactly. That's it.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
Even though it's not right, sometimes you just have the moments.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, for sure. Because she gonna have hers.
Exactly. As long as it ain't like a consistent thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's funny. I seen a video. A girl was talking about double standards, right? She was like, when women yell, she was like, when men yell, that's toxic masculinity. But she was like, when women yell, oh, it's a mood swing.
That's what is that? What is that? Masculine, feminine?
Just that double standard, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's toxic masculinity. When you yell, but when a woman yell, oh, I'm on my period. Oh, it's that time of the
I hate them.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, I hate them.
But
terms is crazy.
Yeah, so two things I got from that was that one, it's definitely circumstantial, and two, you gotta let the person who is the one presenting the problem be the one to be emotional. Like, that's only fair. Because I'm the one that's got a problem with something the way I feel. You can't dismiss my shit and then turn it around back and now we just talk about you.
Imagine going to your counselor, psychiatrist, whatever, right? You sit in front of her or in front of him and you're like, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm just going through it. And what is their response most of the time? Oh, well, hey, listen, Mr.
They are the rational one.
Hey, listen, this is how you
That's why people go to therapy. Essentially,
that's what we want. That's what we want.
One of the core foundations of why people go to therapy is because you know that you have that type of person on the other side.
Yeah.
Which is what I was saying in a couple episodes ago about how being open with your people for free can be the same way. You just gotta give them that same respect that you would a therapist, and just or give the person screaming or whatever the same respect that a therapist would by not reacting.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So that's how I look at it. I think it's healthy. And vice versa, of course. Women, we're going to do that for y'all. We're going to let y'all get y'all rocks out. Which most of the time we do it. We'll let you get your stuff off. I respect when a woman is having a heart-to-heart with me and she felt like, hey, you were disrespecting me in this, aspect here, or you did this, or you said something that I didn't like. Address it. But just don't wait until I address something and then you want to bring it up and say, well, last week you did. No, you didn't talk about it then. I'm talking about what you did right now.
They hate that.
They hate that.
So girls hate that. Like, they hate that we say that.
Yeah.
Like when we say, man, what you just say? We ain't talking about last week. We talking about what happened right now. Yeah. They hate that. But it's like, why though?
For what?
That's what's real. Like,
and hold me accountable if I do it.
Yeah, why you didn't hold me accountable last week?
No,
why you didn't say nothing?
I'm saying if they bring an issue up to me and I'm like, well, last week or yesterday or
exactly,
call me out. Like, nah, babe. Remember you said call me out. Remember you said we can't do that. I respect that. You right. So I'm gonna let you have your moment.
And that's the problem. And don't be like that on the man end. When a woman is the one that lash out, we all cool. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't remember doing that, but I ain't mean it. Whatever you thought. Simple.
Yeah.
Very simple, bro. Should really be simple as fuck, dude.
It do. Hey, you said something about toxic masculinity one time. I think it was like the other day. You said something, bro. I can't remember what you said though. Do you remember
a nigga said there's no such thing.
Yeah, but do you feel like it is?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What did you say to that? You gave your point. I forgot what you said.
Toxic masculinity. It could be like, one of my favorite sayings is, too much of anything ain't good, bro. So it's like, just from seeing it, certain experiences, you like like old school, like older men for sure. So I have to give an example about them. Like, let's say you got a son that's talented. Okay, you seen Fences. Mm-hmm. Okay, Fences with Denzel is a perfect example of toxic masculinity. He was so macho and so like on the man shit and full of testosterone, he couldn't see that his son was talented and that, no, I'm not finna throw this away just to go get a job because that's what you think that a man is supposed to do. And Dad, I'm talented. And he just so stuck on that bullshit that he couldn't even see that. Mm-hmm. That he like, fuck all that, nigga. You gonna do what I say, nigga. You gonna work a job. I think that is toxic masculinity. That's toxic masculinity right there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like, very specifically, that type of problem. Yeah. Now, like, I think toxic masculinity is controlling. Like, when I think about it, when you get to a point of like controlling where it's ridiculous, you don't let people be themselves, I think that's toxic masculinity, because I don't think femininity can be controlling because it's supposed to be soft. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I said, and it's a lot of dudes on the internet that say that it's not real and stuff like that, and it doesn't exist. And I get it. I get why they say that. The reasons why, because masculinity is going to be what gets up in the middle of the night if somebody breaks in the house and wants to protect you, and masculinity is what makes that firefighter run in there and save those girls, and even though the ceiling's falling. I get all of that. I get that, but I do think it still exists very specifically.
So you say you
in
feel
situations like that.
So you saying you feel like femininity can't be controlled, or it can't be controlling?
I don't feel like it can be controlling. I feel like if you got a controlling woman, she has that masculine trait. I feel like something like control is a masculine trait. You know what I mean? Femininity is like easy and soft.
Yeah, because you got to be dominant to control.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to be dominant. Yeah.
That's a good point. I fuck with that.
Yeah, that's why I be saying, like, a lot of women don't realize, like, these certain characteristics you have are masculine characteristics, which builds up to make you overall more masculine than feminine.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. In order to be feminine, I can't put you there. You have to want to be there. You have to be that. And that's just and the thing is like a lot of these women be so single. They be single for so long before they actually meet like a thorough ass nigga.
Yeah.
And put them on some real shit that they like and they want to be with. And it's like a hump getting over that single life and actually having to consider somebody else now, especially when you got a real dude in front of you and you ain't never had no dude like this. And it's like, oh, damn, okay, this is a real man. And it's like, okay, now you have to choose to get out of your little masculine shit that you was in the whole time you were single and recognize what's in front of you.
Right.
I can only do so much.
Facts.
You got to want to be there, though. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? So
no, that's facts. So that's why I be so confused when they say, I need a man to put me in my feminine space. I just don't believe that a person can do that. I think you just have to have the willpower. You have to have it already. It's either you do it.
You'll do it for the man you want to do it for.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
Quite
It's either
simple.
you have it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's like, if you're saying I need a man to put me in this, how much control
are you going to allow?
Exactly. How much time are you going to be in that? Because it sounds like it's a front in a sense. Because you're saying I need you to put me in that, so that means you're gonna have to force and fate. I just don't trust. I don't trust it.
Yeah, like
because I feel like at any moment it's gonna come out.
Right. Exactly. Like so that's what make people say, do women want what they say that they really want?
Exactly.
Do you actually want a leader?
Yeah.
Do you actually have the capabilities to deal with somebody leading you?
Yeah.
Or have you been single too long and developed too many masculine traits to where you will bump heads with an actual leader?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's very accurate. That's very true.
And leading ain't no just, bro, take money out of it.
Please.
Let's please take money out of the shit. A nigga with no bread can be a great leader. You had great leaders back in the day in the fucking Viking days, medieval type niggas. Them niggas wasn't leaders and respected because of the amount of money they had. It was based off of what the fuck they was doing.